I've learned one of the things that I always say is that really engineers are the builders and the shapers of society, because all of the things that are modern conveniences, you can look across the water, you see the bridges in Pittsburgh, you see the buildings, the cars that got you here, the planes, for all of the 8,000 people who are coming to this conference, that's all engineering. When you go home and you get on your computer, that's engineering. When you're in school and you have a calculator, that's engineering. So really, engineers are kind of the foundation of our society. They're the way that we progress, they're the way that we solve problems and make sure that we're all able to live successfully in this world. Yes, engineers aren't made in college. It's something that's not necessarily intuitive, but when you look at the data, when you look at the research, you actually find that students from grades 3 to 5 is about when engineers really start being made, because particularly for women and minorities, 5th grade is when you start to see an achievement gap in math and science. In the 3rd grade, women and minorities tend to perform just as well as any of their peers in math and science. In the 4th grade, you start to see a little bit of a dip, but then by the time the 5th grade hits, there's an achievement gap, and that achievement gap only grows larger as they get older. So if you want to have people who are math and science capable, if you want to create a STEM capable workforce, you have to make sure that you're catching students very, very early to make sure that you can stop them and say, no, you're not going to stop liking math and science, but you can do math and science. It's important that you understand it, that you're able to perform these calculations, because you're going to need it later on in life. So NSBE's premier way to address that 3rd through 5th grade gap is the program called the Summer Engineering Experience for Kids. You heard it known as SEEK, more colloquially. And the thing that's really powerful about this program is it's a free summer camp where in general we host about 300 minority students, 3rd through 5th graders, who are coming in completely free of charge over the summer, and they're actually doing hands-on engineering projects. So they're building things and participating in competitions, building things that are based on engineering principles, solid engineering principles. And the way that we ensure that that process is strong, the way we ensure that process is successful, is we use the curriculum from Society of Automotive Engineers. But the real secret sauce, the key ingredient of the SEEK program, is the NSBE mentors. Because for every 6 kids out of those 300 kids in each SEEK camp, for every 6 kids, there's one NSBE mentor. And that NSBE mentor is a collegiate student who's currently on the way to becoming an engineer. So, what kids see is what they'll be. If they never see engineers, if they never see people who look like them being those builders and shapers, those architects, they're not going to understand that they can become it as well. So when we bring in all those NSBE mentors and they're saying, this is where I come from, this is my background, these kids can really relate to it. So as they're doing the hands-on engineering, they're also seeing someone who looks like them, someone who they can really relate to, and they're showing them that, yeah, I can be a black engineer. I might not see it in my school, but I see it here in SEEK. Pittsburgh is a great city to come back to because it's always been very, very welcoming for the mission of NSBE, because, news a lot of times is very sensational, and if something terrible happens, people are covering it. If someone is shot on the street, people are covering it. There are a lot of problems in our community that do need to be highlighted, but at the same time, there's a body out there that's doing amazing work. There are people out there doing tremendous things, and one of the things that we love about Pittsburgh is that they're willing to showcase that. We want to showcase to people the opportunities that are there. We want to showcase to our community that there are people out there, beautiful, positive, young, driven individuals who are doing amazing things out there in the community and in their professions. And Pittsburgh's willingness to partner with us in showcasing that makes them an ideal location for our national conference.